Hello, my gorgeous Geminis. Welcome to Amethyst Moon Tarot. Thank you for being here today, and thank you for all of your love, your support, your shares, thumbs up, comments. It does mean a whole lot to me. I really do appreciate all the feedback and all the activity. If you're new here, welcome to the madhouse that can be my readings. This reading is for the upcoming week, and it is for all Geminis watching. So if this doesn't resonate with you, it could be that it's not your reading. There's also the possibility that you are seeing this message because you have to share it with someone else. But either way, it is the message that the universe would like to share with us, with you, for the next week or so. Remember, time isn't exactly linear, so give or take, a few days, but approximately the next week. So we'll get started with an oracle card here. Hopefully everybody's having a great week so far. Hopefully you're having a good day. Out there enjoying, if you're in the northern hemisphere, enjoying the summer. If you're in the southern hemisphere, enjoying the winter. We get everything here in southern Ontario, so it's beautiful right now. Hot and muggy, but beautiful. So hopefully wherever you are, you're enjoying what the universe has to give you today. All right, so our oracle card for today is Matriarch, Mother of Homestead. So rejection, opportunities, and consequences. This feels self-reflective. All right, we're going to continue with our tarot, but I'm getting not a bossy feeling, not controlling, careful, guiding, honorable. All right, let's get some tarot and clear up the message here. All right. So Gemini, your current mindset for the upcoming week. Yeah. There we go. So our current mindset for the upcoming week is the Lovers, which is your card, Gemini. This is balance. This is decision making. This is yin and yang. We're going to keep going, but that's definitely our current mindset for this week. So it's a week, maybe this week is all about you. Maybe we're celebrating something this week. Our hopes and our fears are the Seven of Cups, which is having too many opportunities, especially in front of a Gemini. Having too many opportunities can work against you just as much as work for you. What's working against you is the Hierophant. That's tradition, religion. Religion is not the same as spirituality. Okay, let's make that clear. All right. Your foundation is the Empress. And again, the matriarch, the mother figure, the Empress has been coming up a lot lately too, for everyone. The Hermit, this is This is almost all major arcana, except for the Seven of Cups. So your environment is the Hermit. This is deep thought, inner reflection. Our advice and future from the universe is the Eight of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. And our surprise is Judgment. That is a lot of major arcana. All right, Geminis, this week is going to be a big week. There is going to be a significant change going on. Start with the Lovers and our current mindset. This is the card that represents Gemini, but this is also about, it's not just about love, it's also about making a decision, right? It's also about choosing to be with someone, choosing to not be with someone, making a choice for your career, your family, your life. But with the matriarch being our oracle card, did someone just become a parent, perhaps? Okay. All right. So I'm getting a feeling of someone starting a family. Whether you are the mother or the father, it feels like the beginning of a family, a beginning of a relationship. Maybe you have just found the person that now that you've gotten to know them a little bit better, is potentially the person you might want to spend the rest of your life with. And I don't normally look for love readings. And this doesn't feel like romantic love. This feels more like family. With the matriarch, I'm just getting that strong, powerful, feminine energy that is full of love, that loves their kids till the end of time, more than their own lives, more than their own souls. But Gemini, you aren't easily fooled, right? You do see both sides of the coin. So if we're using this as an example of a child, your child is absolutely perfect and wonderful and amazing, and there is nothing but love. But you don't ignore the fact that they break curfew. You don't ignore the fact that they don't wear a helmet when they take out their skateboard without you reminding them, that type of thing, right? So depending on where you are currently in your life, this could be the beginning of the relationship that is starting that family. Or this could be that the family has grown recently and that could be an additional pet, an additional person. But I'm kind of feeling like you're starting to hit that age where they maybe don't want to listen to mom and dad all the time. So preteen, early double digits age, that's the feeling I'm getting. So put that where you need, wherever it fits into your life. Don't force it to fit anywhere. But if that's just the example that's coming to my head. So, you'll need to, if it's not children, it could be new coworkers. Yeah, it could be some new coworkers. Maybe someone has recently joined your team that doesn't have a whole lot of experience in the field that you maybe doesn't have a lot of experience but has some really, really great ideas, and it's kind of balancing the traditional, this is how we've always done it, because that is your obstacle, versus look at all the options you're bringing me, because your hopes and your fears is the 7 of Cups. And this is having so many options that you don't know which one to pick, and they all look equally good. So it really feels like something new has come into your life, and that newness, that multiple options, that multiple decisions, that multiple choices, that you want to move forward with a different direction. This is how we've always done it, right? Your obstacles being the Hierophant. This is, I don't want to say strict, but more comfortable with what's already been established, right? This is how we teach. This is how we parent. This is how we do this job. But it feels like this new person is coming into the situation, into your life, that is bringing fresh ideas, fresh perspectives, and it feels, Gemini, like you are open to those fresh ideas, those fresh perspectives, that new person. But you've walked the walk and talked the talk for so long about whatever this is, that it's not that you're trying to dismiss this person's input, but you're like, okay, well, that's great, but we've been doing it like this, and it works perfectly fine doing it like this. And that person's like, okay, that, yes, it works perfectly fine, but wouldn't you like to optimize it? Wouldn't you like it to work better? You know, this small tweak, this small change, this new technology, if it's a work environment, it feels like someone is bringing in new ideas, new life, new vitality, and you are kind of the leader of that. So you kind of have to rein in that person, right? You don't want to be a boss, but it's kind of just been dropped on your lap, which, you know, if there's a surprise, maybe that's what it is. Your foundation is the Empress. Now, the Lovers, the Empress for your current mindset, and your environment being the Hermit. Okay. Yeah, I'm still getting the we've always done it this way. The light has always been bright when we have done it in this fashion. The light has always been bright when I've parented like this, been a boss like this, guided like this. And Gemini, you're not normally, you're up for new ideas all the time, right? You're up for new thoughts, new methodologies. You're a very, very open-minded person. But with the Empress in your foundation, well, perhaps you're letting them figure it out on their own. Always being there, you're still protective, you're still caring. Oh, maybe that's what, okay. Oh, the words don't want to come out properly. But you have, let's say your foundation is that matriarch, that mother, that the grandmother, whatever it is, you are that leader. But this new energy that is coming in is outside of your comfort zone. It feels like this is, and a Gemini can go with the flow, right? They are probably the best sign to just go with it, right? Someone, you're out for the night and the plan was to go to the movies, and on the way to the movies, someone in the car, you're out with a group of friends, and someone in the car says, you know what, I don't feel like going to the movies. How about we go out for dinner instead? And you're the first one to jump up and be like, yeah, let's do that. I'm hungry, right? Forget the movie. We can go to the movie another time. The movie's going to be there forever. But maybe you at the same time are like, I really want to eat blank. And you kind of get everybody else up in the car going, oh, you know what? Yeah, that is a great idea. Actually, let's do that first. And maybe you still go see the movie after dinner. Who knows? But with the hermit in your environment, it feels like you're not the only voice. You might be the loudest voice, but it feels like you're not the only voice. Or you've got an outside voice and an inside voice, which actually feels a little bit more accurate. So you've got your outside voice, which is more like the Empress, since it's your foundation. But what this person that's coming in is really causing you to really look at things very, very carefully, to look at all the steps, to look at what you've known has always worked, and to re-examine how you do things, why you do things, whether this is at work, at home, with your family, with your friends. It feels like a new energy has come in that is causing you to kind of reassess how you have been in the past with your teaching, with your guidance. Maybe you're learning some new skills. Maybe you're learning some old skills. You know, maybe something that is a little bit more traditional is not what's being used. And you're looking at this going, you know, this is how they did it 100 years ago. There's some validity. We can update the technology to match the process and see if that works. I'm definitely feeling a second look, a reevaluation of something that you've been doing possibly for quite a while. And it's this new energy that's kind of giving you that invigoration. But okay, let's keep going. The future and advice from the universe is the Eight of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. Eight of Swords is about being in a prison of your own design, right? You're the one that put yourself within the swords. You're the one that tied yourself up. This one, she's not wearing a blindfold. Normally, in the majority of the decks, they are wearing a blindfold. With the Wheel of Fortune, where I always get that 60s song in my head, turn, turn, turn. Nobody wants to hear me sing. But maybe even you feel like you've been kind of stuck in the tradition, right? You've been stuck. You've been feeling stuck. Everything works perfectly fine. Everything at home is perfectly fine. You have no complaints, but you still kind of have a feeling of just being stuck. And it feels like this new energy. Now, maybe that's just taking your ideas and updating them. Maybe it's taking this other energy, this other person's ideas, and reining them in. But whatever this new energy is going to give you a kind of enlightenment that I feel is needed right now. That you've been not unhappy. There's nothing unhappy here, just bored. Maybe just bored. And all of these new thoughts, all of these new ideas, whether they come from a person or maybe they come from a book, or maybe you're, again, watching a movie and, it triggers something in your mind. It could be any of those. But whatever this energy coming in is, it's kind of resetting your clock, right? It's reinvigorating you. It's giving you a little bit of fresh energy where you've just kind of felt bored and stuck. All right. Our surprise from the universe is judgment. And this is everything being right with the world. This is making a proper decision based on the facts you've received, based on the gut instinct. This is taking all of that information into account and a solution coming up. This could also be judgment from the universe, right? Maybe you're not too keen on new ideas. Like you've been stuck, you feel stuck, but maybe for whatever reason, you're just comfortable, stuck but comfortable in the way you've done things. And the surprise from the universe is telling you, the decision that you need to make now will either bring you all these beautiful flowers, these beautiful stars, or will keep you in the coffin, right? The decision that you make going forward, oof. The decision that you make going forward will, either way, the outcome will be good, but it feels like it's going to be better if you let in these fresh ideas, if you let in this new energy, if you don't deny the input, which is weird for a Gemini, but maybe you're just going through something right at the moment and not seeing everything as the universe wants you to see it. And this is just your reminder that, hey, you are the governor of your own life. You are the ruler of your own existence. But this decision, go this way or go this way, the Lovers. Do I go here or do I go here? What decision do I make? Once you've got that figured out, and it really does feel like the universe is telling you to accept these new ideas. Again, it feels like you've just kind of been stuck in something, and Geminis are not happy being stuck in anything. So, whichever call you make, it will be ultimately the right call. But I'm hearing the universe just emphasizing accepting new ideas, not jumping into it, not being like, okay, here's a new idea, let's try it right away. It's still, look at it, think about it. But the universe is trying to point you in the direction that you will turn out best for you. And ultimately, it's you that needs to make the decision. Ultimately, again, you are the ruler of your own existence, right? But if you have been feeling trapped lately, if you have been feeling maybe like no one really listens all that much when you talk, or that they know what you're going to say beforehand, so they're not really paying attention, the universe is trying to let you know, let this new energy in, let this new person in. It will get you out of that feeling bogged down and will help you find where you should be. I hope that makes sense. All right, Geminis. Whatever this new energy is, it feels very fresh. So if this resonated with you, if this spoke to you. Please let me know in the comments what this new energy is. If this is a person, if this is a situation, I would really love your feedback. I'd love to know how your week goes. So again, if this felt right to you and you are feeling called to, please hit the thumbs up, the like button. If you know someone who needs this message, please share it with them. If you're thinking, oh, let's see what we get for next week, hit that subscribe button. And I hope everybody here has an amazing week. It's definitely going to be an enlightening one. So I will see you all soon. Hugs and kisses.